Would you like to receive money even while you sleep, earn money over and over again doing practically nothing? So stay, because this video is for you, because I bring you an excellent way in which you will be able to start generating income in a fairly simple way with 3 pages. If you heard correctly, 3 pages which are going to be paying you for basically doing nothing. Well, that's what you're going to be earning from any device, be it Android, iOS, or your PC. And even with one, you won't even need to have anything open, but I'm going to give you that one. Be revealing until the end, so stay so you can see all the information. The first page that we are going to be using for this, it is about Ponets. Here you can basically download an application for Windows, and with which you are simply going to let it run to start winning. The truth is that starting to earn is very simple. I tell you, all you have to do is install the application. In fact, it is a fairly simple series of steps. Obviously, it is the first thing you have to do. Install the application on the different devices. Then it goes away. To use your connection or bits of information that you are not using, you can check, for example, for what studies or for what business cases it is going to be used. You are going to let the application run, which is going to be in charge of sharing the internet. And finally, the companies, they are going to use your internet that you are not using or the bits of information that travel through it. Now, how much could you earn? Look, this is for the United States, so you don't get the idea that you are going to be earning 9.60 for a single computer, more or less. I would go for something like this, from 1.60 to 3 and 20. It's not about that. I'm going to lie to you that you're going to be rich with a single computer. In fact, for example, we look at having to have this if you have about 10 computers, and you could be earning about $32. Oh yes, it could be a little more realistic. The truth is, keep in mind that you will not have to do anything. Just have to devise us with the application, and to start, you would have to click here on Start Earning. Now we'll bring you the dashboard. Oh, well, before the dashboard, you have to register. As you see, it is available for Windows. Macro is Google Play, Android and APK for iOS, and also for Command Card or Clay. For example, we have all Linux distributions. Or yes, for example, you simply want to install, well, Linux users already know that it's a hassle even to download the Wi-Fi. But well, we have for all these operating systems. Here you can see the history of withdrawals. But before all that, of course, we have to register for this. You can do it. Create a password with your email account, your Google Facebook account, or your Apple account. And now once registered, well, yes, as you saw, simply touch sign in. Now I recommend that you install it on different devices, for example your cell phone's house, and even cell phones of your friends, of course, if you have the necessary trust in them. And now, once you have registered and installed the application on all operating systems, you can start earning. The truth is that it is very simple, and you could really get to win some good dollars. Now, the next option is Johnny Game. This does not interfere with the first one. In fact, you can use both, and I will still be winning. That also has very good reviews, and getting started is quite easy. Practically, it is the same as the other one. In fact, they are competition as such. And the fact that you use one and the other does not interfere with anything. In fact, you can do it without any problem. It is not like your connection is going to be blocked or anything like that. However, VPN are not accepted so that you can have it well into account, and in fact, by simply registering in this second, you already receive $5 as a gift with which you approach the minimum payment threshold. How much could you earn with one of these? Well, look, we're going to have that. For example, with 3 IPs, you could be earning $58 a month. Here, for example, how many hours do you dedicate? Although, look, if I'm a little more realistic, I see that for 3 IPs, you would be earning about $22 here if they are shared. For example, in 10 IPs, 20 gigabytes that we talk about here, example of unlimited mobile data, well, yes, you could earn $184. Quite simply here, you can see a little more information, and in fact, it has several options to download, whether you want to download it on Android and Windows Macro, or on iOS or in Linux. For Linux, the installation is a little more complicated, but like any Linux program, you know, in Windows, on Android, or on iOS, it will simply be installed for Android, because it will be an APK for iOS if we have our own app, which is also true. Windows is quite easy and good because it is basically run, and now once you have registered to start earning, basically it is to install the program and let it run, with which you will be winning in a quite simple way. Here are the earnings, and the minimum withdrawal amounts appear, how much you can reach, and how much has been earned in total. As you can see, for example, 760 is our balance, which would be 76 cents here. What I have earned in the last 30 days per wallet, And in fact, you could claim here, for example, from Jump Task or also from Honey Game with Honey Jane, you would claim dollars with together, you would claim a crypto, and you can still start here by simply installing the application and letting it run. It really doesn't have any science, just installed on the different devices. Now the last one is one of which is doubling quite constantly, and the truth is that I found it super interesting. It's about Gemly. Registering here is quite simple, and in fact the page offers you a quite friendly interface. A good amount of dollars have been paid, and what I like most about it is that it really doesn't you have to install it on any device. Basically, the computer is in charge of doing the entire process, and good to start. You simply have to register. If you are already registered, then you will simply touch login. Click here on login, and that's it. We continue. Now it is going to load a small process. Here it appears above how much has been paid, and here you can change the language. Now to start playing, we click here, and as you see, I can claim a good amount of diamonds, in fact 34,000, because I have my characters who are in charge to do damage. Now with the money I just claimed, I can buy more characters for this. I click here, I buy 2 of these, and now I can start earning more. I can buy other of these, and they will be more damage per second. Okay. And well, let's go to collect more money. As you see here, it is accumulating. Basically, the only thing I have to do is leave it there, and that's it. There really is no science to it, just start playing it. Yes, I recommend that you log in daily to claim your money or your gems, and with it you can buy more characters. Obviously, the more damage you do, the more money you will be earning, which you will be able to withdraw here in finance. Withdraw, which in fact, look, you can withdraw through player with only 0.1 cents of a dollar. We have other options, for example, in crypto from $5. The truth is that it is quite great. And look here, for example, the conversion rate appears for how much it would be equivalent, and you can start claiming in a fairly simple way. However, here they will charge you 0.95% of the transaction. But hey, it's a very good opportunity for you to start earning with any of the 3 ways. This last being the one that, in my opinion, is one of the most fun. But anyway, tell me how you thought about this new method. Leave me your comments in the description to know what you think. Until next time.